If I told you that there was only one product that could clean, disinfect, eliminate bad odors, remove difficult stains, and leave your house sparkling, and that you probably already have it in your kitchen, would you believe me? You don't need to buy dozens of harsh and expensive chemicals. White vinegar is the most powerful and versatile natural cleaner that exists. For years, cleaning experts have used vinegar to disinfect surfaces, remove grease, remove bad odors, and even polish glass without leaving marks. But it's not just about spraying it on. There are specific tricks that make vinegar work as a professional cleaner. Today, I'm going to reveal to you 15 surprising uses of vinegar to clean your house in a more effective, ecological, and economical way. And stay until the end, because the last trick is one of the best kept secrets in luxury hotels to effortlessly keep bathrooms spotless. Glass and mirrors without marks or residues. Cleaning glass and mirrors can be one of the most frustrating household chores. You wipe it down, spray it with cleaner, scrub it hard, and when you think you're done, the sunlight reveals marks, streaks, or greasy residue. This happens because many commercial products contain waxes and silicones that leave a film on the surface, making them dirty faster. White vinegar is a perfect solution for this problem because its acidity dissolves grease and removes dirt without leaving a sticky residue. Cleaning professionals use it in hotels and offices because it is economical, effective, and safe for the environment. But it's not enough to just apply vinegar. There is a specific technique that guarantees an impeccable finish. To do it right, mix 1 part white vinegar to 1 part hot water in a spray bottle. The key is temperature. Hot water helps to dissolve accumulated dirt better. Then spray the mixture onto the glass or mirror, making sure to cover the entire surface. Now comes the most important step. Choose the right material to clean. Many people use paper towels, but this leaves lint and can cause more stains. Instead, use a dry microfiber cloth, or better yet, newspaper. Newspaper has a texture that polishes the glass without scratching it or leaving residue. If the glass has grease stains or remains of previous products, do a first pass with a dry cloth to remove excess dirt before applying the vinegar. Then, use the mixture and dry in circular motions until the surface is completely transparent. For extra shine, wipe with a dry cloth at the end. Since I started using this method, I have completely forgotten about commercial cleaners. Now my glass and mirrors are spotless with much less effort and, best of all, they take longer to get dirty. Prevents dust from accumulating so quickly on furniture. Cleaning dust is a never-ending task. You barely wipe a table or shelf with a cloth, and the next day, there's a new layer of dust covering everything. This is because many surfaces generate static electricity, which attracts airborne particles. If you just wipe it with a dry cloth or use an inappropriate product, instead of removing the dust, all you do is move it from one place to another. This is where white vinegar comes in. Its composition helps neutralize the static of furniture, preventing dust from adhering so easily. Therefore, in hotels and offices where cleaning must last longer, a specific method is used to keep surfaces free of dust for more days. To apply it at home, mix a cup of water, half a cup of white vinegar, and a teaspoon of olive oil in a spray bottle. Water and vinegar remove static and disinfect, while olive oil creates a protective layer that keeps surfaces shiny and prevents dust from easily adhering. If you want a pleasant aroma, you can add a few drops of lavender or lemon essential oil. When cleaning furniture, lightly moisten a microfiber cloth with this mixture and pass it over the surface with gentle movements. It is not necessary to soak the cloth. It should just be slightly damp. Then, wipe with another dry cloth to give a perfect finish. This trick works especially well on wood, glass, and appliance surfaces, as it prevents dust from resurfacing as quickly. You can also use it on shelves, tables, desks, and even picture frames. Since I started using this technique, I have noticed that the dust takes longer to accumulate and the cleaning lasts longer. I no longer have to shake the furniture every day because the surfaces stay spotless with just 1 or 2 wipes a week. Before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell for more cleaning tricks with natural products. And tell me in the comments, what country are you watching us from? I love knowing how far these tips go. Remove kitchen grease effortlessly. Grease in the kitchen is one of the most difficult problems to eliminate. It builds up on the stove, range, hood, tiles, and even cabinets. Over time, it becomes a sticky layer that traps dust and dirt, making cleaning increasingly difficult. Many people turn to harsh chemical degreasers, but these can be harsh on the skin and leave a chemical smell in the kitchen. White vinegar is a natural and effective alternative to breaking down grease without the need for too much scrubbing. Its acidity helps dissolve greasy residues and makes it easier to clean surfaces without damaging them. It's the trick that many chefs and restaurant cleaning staff use to keep the kitchen spotless with less effort. To apply, heat a cup of white vinegar in the microwave or in a pot until warm but not boiling. Then add it to a spray bottle and spray directly onto greasy surfaces. Let it act 5 to 10 minutes so that the acidity of the vinegar breaks down the sticky remains. Then wipe with a sponge or microfiber cloth moistened with hot water. If the fat is very embedded, you can enhance the effect of vinegar by adding a tablespoon of baking soda. This will create an effervescent reaction that will release the fat even more easily. Apply the mixture. Let it sit for a few minutes and then rub gently with a sponge. This trick works especially well on the range hood, walls near the stove, and kitchen cabinets that tend to accumulate grease over time. In addition, being a natural product, it does not leave toxic residues on the surfaces where you prepare food. Since using this method, cleaning the kitchen has become much faster and easier. I no longer spend hours scrubbing away stuck-on grease, and my kitchen always stays free of that sticky feeling on surfaces. Eliminate bad odors from the refrigerator. The refrigerator is one of the most important appliances in the home, but also one of the most easily accumulated unpleasant odors. Food remains, liquid spills, and spoiled products can generate an unpleasant aroma that permeates the entire interior. Many people try to fix this with air fresheners or baking soda, but if the refrigerator is not cleaned properly, the problem will return again and again. White vinegar is one of the most effective solutions to eliminate odors at the root. It not only neutralizes bad odors, but also disinfects, eliminating bacteria and fungi that may be causing the problem. It is completely food safe to use and leaves your refrigerator feeling fresh without the need for harsh chemicals. For a deep clean, empty the refrigerator completely and mix 1 part white vinegar to 1 part warm water in a container. Use a microfiber cloth or sponge to clean the inside walls, shelves, and drawers. If there are stuck-on stains or spills, let the mixture sit for a few minutes before scrubbing. To prevent bad odors from returning, place a small container of vinegar in a corner of the refrigerator and leave it there for a couple of hours. The vinegar will absorb odors without affecting the aroma of the food. You can also soak a cotton ball in vinegar and leave it on a plate in the refrigerator overnight for faster action. This hack has completely changed the way I maintain my refrigerator. I no longer need to use chemicals or worry about lingering odors. Every time I open the door, all I notice is freshness and cleanliness. Remove limescale and water stains in the bathroom. White stains that appear on faucets, showers, and bathroom tiles are traces of accumulated limescale. This occurs especially in areas where the water is hard. That is, it has a high content of minerals such as calcium and magnesium. Over time, these stains cause surfaces to dull and look unkempt, even after cleaning. Many anti-limescale products can be aggressive with materials and leave a strong chemical smell, but vinegar is a natural, safe, and highly effective alternative. The acetic acid in vinegar dissolves limescale without damaging faucets or tiles. To use, soak a cloth or sponge with hot white vinegar and apply it directly to the affected area. If the limescale is very stuck, you can soak a cotton ball or paper towel in vinegar and wrap the faucet or shower with it. Let it sit for at least 20 minutes and then scrub gently with a sponge or an old toothbrush. For an even more powerful effect, you can add baking soda and let the effervescent reaction loosen the most difficult residues. This method also works to clean glass shower doors, which often become opaque due to limescale buildup. Spray vinegar directly on the glass, let it sit for a few minutes, then wipe with a dry cloth. To prevent stains from coming back, make it a habit to dry surfaces after each use with a towel or squeegee. Since using this trick, my bathroom faucets have regained their original shine, and the white spots have completely disappeared. Now bathroom cleaning is much easier, and surfaces look spotless for longer. Disinfect and eliminate odors from the toilet. The toilet is one of the areas of the bathroom that accumulates the most germs, and if not cleaned properly, bad odors can persist even after using common disinfectants. Many commercial products contain chlorine or artificial fragrances that only mask the odor without eliminating the cause of the problem. White vinegar is a natural alternative that not only disinfects the toilet, but also removes limescale, tartar, and bacteria residues effectively. For a deep clean, pour a cup of white vinegar directly into the toilet bowl and let it act for at least 30 minutes. If there are difficult stains, you can add half a cup of baking soda and wait for the effervescent reaction to loosen the accumulated dirt. Then scrub with the brush and rinse with water. If you want to keep the toilet clean and odor-free for longer, a very effective trick is to pour half a glass of vinegar in the cup before bed and leave it to act overnight without flushing the water. This will help disinfect and remove any accumulated residue, preventing yellow stains from forming on the ceramic. You can also use vinegar to clean the outside of the toilet and the lid. Mix 1 part vinegar to 1 part water in a spray bottle and spray over the surface. Wipe it with a clean cloth, and you will notice that the toilet is disinfected and without soap, residue, or dirt. Since I incorporated this method into my cleaning routine, the bathroom remains fresh and odor-free without the need for harsh products. Additionally, vinegar helps prevent scale buildup, reducing the need for frequent deep cleaning. Neutralize bad odors in fabrics and upholstery. Household fabrics such as sofas, rugs, curtains, and mattresses tend to absorb odors over time. Cooking smoke, sweat, pets, and even humidity can cause bad odors to accumulate without us realizing it. Many people turn to aerosol air fresheners, but these only cover the odor without actually eliminating it. To solve this root problem, white vinegar is one of the best options since it neutralizes odors instead of masking them. A simple way to refresh fabrics is to prepare a homemade spray. Mix 1 part white vinegar to 2 parts water in a spray bottle and add a few drops of lavender or eucalyptus essential oil for a pleasant aroma. Spray lightly on sofas, mattresses, curtains, and rugs, making sure not to soak them. The vinegar will absorb odors and, as it evaporates, will leave fabrics fresh and odor-free. To eliminate more intense odors, such as those caused by pets or humidity, it is advisable to combine vinegar with baking soda. Sprinkle baking soda on the affected surface and let it sit for at least 15 minutes. Then, spray a mixture of vinegar and water and wait for the effervescent reaction to help loosen dirt particles and neutralize the bad odor. Once dry, vacuum up the remaining baking soda and you will notice that the fabric is clean and free of lingering odors. This method is especially useful for mattresses, which cannot be washed easily. Every time you change your sheets, spray a light coat of vinegar and let it air out before putting out the clean bedding. This not only eliminates odors, but also helps disinfect and prevent the proliferation of mites. Since I started using vinegar to freshen fabrics in my home, I've noticed that the environment feels cleaner without using products with artificial fragrances. It's a simple and effective way to keep sofas, rugs, and mattresses feeling fresher and cleaner for longer. Disinfect and eliminate odors from the washing machine. The washing machine is an appliance that we use constantly to clean our clothes, but what many do not know is that it also needs regular cleaning. Over time, traces of detergent, fabric softener, and laundry dirt can build up in the drum and internal passages, creating the perfect environment for mold and bacteria to grow. If you've ever noticed that your clothes come out with an unpleasant smell, or that the washing machine gives off a musty aroma, it's probably time for a deep clean. White vinegar is an ideal solution to clean and disinfect the washing machine without damaging it. Its acidity dissolves accumulated soap and lime residue, eliminates bacteria, and neutralizes bad odors effectively. For a complete clean, Pour 2 cups of white vinegar in the detergent compartment and run a wash cycle with hot water without clothes inside. This will help clean the internal passages and drum, removing any trapped debris if your washing machine has a problem with mold or visible dirt. Build up on the drum rubber, you can do a more thorough cleaning. Dampen a cloth with pure white vinegar and wipe it over the entire surface of the rubber, making sure to reach the folds where mold tends to accumulate. For a more powerful effect, sprinkle baking soda on the rubber. Let it sit for a few minutes and then scrub with a small brush before rinsing with a damp cloth. To prevent the washing machine from accumulating bad odors again, it is advisable to do this process at least once a month. Also, every time you finish washing clothes, leave the washing machine door ajar so that the interior is ventilated and moisture is not trapped inside. You can also add half a cup of white vinegar in the rinse cycle every so often to keep the ducts clean and avoid detergent residue on clothes. Since I adopted this habit, my washing machine works better. My clothes always come out smelling fresh, and I have never again had problems with musty smells or soap residue stuck on my clothes. It's a simple but highly effective trick to extend the life of your washing machine and ensure that your clothes really come out clean with every wash. Eliminate bad odors and disinfect the trash can. The garbage can is one of the places in the home where most bacteria and unpleasant odors accumulate. Even if you change the bag frequently, liquid residue and moisture can seep in, creating bad odors that seem impossible to eliminate. Many people use spray deodorants or clean with scented products, but this only disguises the problem without solving it. For a deep, long-lasting clean, white vinegar is the best option. Thanks to its antibacterial and deodorant properties, vinegar eliminates germs and neutralizes odors at the root. To thoroughly clean the trash can, remove the bag and rinse the inside with hot water. Then pour a cup of pure white vinegar on the bottom and scrub it with a sponge or brush. Let it act for 10 minutes so that it eliminates bacteria and dissolves any sticky residue. Finally, rinse with water and dry well before placing a new bag. If you want to keep the bucket free of odors for longer, there's a very effective trick. Make vinegar ice cubes. Fill an ice bucket with white vinegar and put it in the freezer. Once the buckets are ready, place one in the bottom of the trash can before putting the bag in. As it melts, it will disinfect and prevent the growth of bacteria, eliminating bad odors before they appear. Another option is to sprinkle baking soda at the bottom of the bucket before placing the bag, and once a week, spray the inside with a mixture of vinegar and water to keep it fresh. You can also soak a cotton ball in vinegar and leave it in the bucket overnight to absorb any lingering odors. Since I started using these methods, I have never had to deal with unpleasant odors in my kitchen again. Now my trash can stays clean and fresh without the need for harsh chemicals or artificial perfumes. Remove detergent and fabric softener residue from clothing. Although it may not seem like it, the accumulation of detergent and fabric softener residue on clothing is a more common problem than you think. Over time, the chemicals in these products adhere to the fibers of your clothes, leaving them rough, lifeless, and feeling dirty, even after washing. Additionally, these residues can trap unpleasant odors and reduce the absorbency of towels and sports clothing. White vinegar is an excellent substitute for commercial fabric softener and also removes traces of detergent accumulated on clothes. To incorporate it into the wash, simply add half a cup of white vinegar in the fabric softener compartment during the rinse cycle. This will dissolve any chemical residue, leaving fabrics softer and fresher without the need to use artificial products. If you notice that some clothes, especially towels or cotton clothes, have lost their softness and absorb less water, you can do a deep cleaning. Fill the washing machine with hot water and add a cup of white vinegar. Put the affected clothes in and let the vinegar act for a while, 30 minutes before starting the wash cycle without detergent. Then wash as usual. This process will remove any product buildup and restore freshness to the fabrics. Vinegar also helps prevent colors from fading over time. If you wash dark or bright colored clothes, adding vinegar to the rinse helps set the pigments and prevent fading. In addition, by not leaving residue on the fibers, The garments are more breathable and free of irritants that can affect sensitive skin. Since I switched from commercial fabric softener to white vinegar, my clothes not only smell fresher, but they also feel softer and lighter. The towels have regained their absorbency and no longer have that rough feel that they once had after several washes. Before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any more effective and natural cleaning tricks. And tell me in the comments, do you already use vinegar in your home, or which of these tricks are you going to try first? I'd love to know your opinion. Eliminate bad smell from shoes. Shoes can accumulate odors with daily wear, especially in hot climates or if worn for long periods without ventilation. Bacteria and moisture trapped inside create an unpleasant aroma that, despite washing the socks or changing the insoles, seems impossible to eliminate. Many people turn to deodorant sprays or scented sachets, but these solutions only mask the odor rather than eliminate the cause. White vinegar is a powerful odor eliminator because it neutralizes the bacteria that cause odors. To disinfect the inside of your shoes, mix 1 part white vinegar to 1 part water and pour the solution into a spray bottle. Lightly spray the inside of the shoes and let them air out overnight in a ventilated place. The vinegar will eliminate odors without leaving a strong aroma once it has evaporated. If the shoes have a persistent odor, you can do a deeper treatment. Soak a cloth in pure vinegar and wipe it along the inside of the shoe, making sure to cover the entire inner surface. Then sprinkle baking soda inside your shoes and leave it on overnight. The next morning, shake or vacuum up the remaining baking soda and you will notice that the smell has completely disappeared. This trick works especially well on sneakers, boots, and closed-toe shoes that can't be easily washed. To prevent bad odors from returning, it is advisable to spray a small amount of vinegar after each use and leave the shoes in a dry and ventilated place. You can also place bags of baking soda or rice inside your shoes when you are not wearing them to absorb moisture and keep them fresh. Since I started using this method, my shoes are always odor-free and I no longer have to spend on deodorant sprays. In addition, vinegar does not damage materials and keeps footwear in good condition for longer. Remove stubborn stains from clothing. Stains on clothes can be a real headache, especially if they are from grease, wine, coffee, or sweat. Many times, commercial stain removers are not as effective as they promise or can wear down fabrics over time. White vinegar, on the other hand, is a natural solution that breaks down stains without damaging the fibers of the fabric, helping to restore the color and freshness of the clothes. To remove recent stains, moisten the affected area with pure white vinegar and let it sit for 15 minutes before washing it as usual. In the case of more resistant stains, such as sweat stains on white clothing, mix half a cup of vinegar with half a cup of baking soda and apply it to the stain. Leave it on for 30 minutes before washing. The reaction between vinegar and baking soda helps loosen embedded dirt without the need for excessive scrubbing. If you have clothes with old or very difficult stains, you can do a deep soak. Fill a bucket with hot water and add a cup of white vinegar along with half cup of salt. Let the garment soak for at least 1 hour or all night if the stain is very persistent. Then wash the garment as you normally would. This method is especially useful for baby clothes, school uniforms, and sports clothing that tend to accumulate stubborn stains with daily use. It also helps eliminate yellowish stains that appear on white clothes over time, returning them to their original color. If you want to get rid of stains without spending on harsh products and without damaging your clothes, try this method the next time you face a tough stain. You'll be surprised how effective something as simple as vinegar can be. Disinfect cutting boards and kitchen utensils. Cutting boards are one of the surfaces most exposed to bacteria in the kitchen. When cutting meat, vegetables, or bread, small debris gets trapped in the grooves of the wood or plastic, accumulating germs over time. Although many people rinse them with soap and water, this is not enough to completely eliminate bacteria. If they are not properly disinfected, they can become a source of cross-contamination in food. White vinegar is an effective and safe solution to disinfect cutting boards without damaging them. Unlike other chemical disinfectants, it does not leave toxic residues and is completely suitable for contact with food. To clean them, pour pure white vinegar directly on the surface and let it act for 10 minutes. Then, scrub with a brush or sponge and rinse with hot water. If the board has knife marks where food residue may remain, sprinkle coarse salt or baking soda before applying the vinegar. This will create an effervescent reaction that will help loosen any embedded residue. Then, scrub with a brush to make sure you clean every groove. This trick also works for sanitizing wooden kitchen utensils, like ladles and spatulas. Just dip them in a container with a mixture of vinegar and hot water during 30 minutes, then rinse and let dry completely. If you want a deeper disinfection and eliminate odors, such as garlic or onion on the cutting board, you can rub half lemon on the surface after applying the vinegar. This will not only eliminate any lingering aroma, but will also provide extra disinfection thanks to the antibacterial properties of lemon. Next time you use your cutting board, try this method and you will see the difference. Not only will it be clean, but you will also have the peace of mind knowing that your food is free of invisible bacteria. Remove rust from metal tools and utensils. Rust can appear on tools, knives, scissors, and other metal utensils when they are exposed to moisture for a long time. Many people believe that once metal rusts, it is beyond repair and they choose to replace it. However, white vinegar is a simple and effective method to remove rust without using abrasive products or damaging the metal. The acetic acid in vinegar dissolves rust naturally, loosening the particles adhered to the metal without affecting its structure. To restore rusty tools or utensils, soak them in pure white vinegar and let them rest between 2 and 12 hours, depending on the amount of rust. If the object doesn't fit in a container, you can wrap it in a cloth soaked in vinegar and secure it with a plastic bag to allow the solution to work. After soaking, use a stiff bristle brush or steel sponge to scrub the surface and remove loose debris. If rust persists, repeat the process and let it soak longer. Finally, rinse well with water and dry completely with a dry cloth to prevent moisture from generating a new layer of rust. To prevent the metal from rusting again, apply a light coat of mineral or cooking oil on the surface after cleaning. This will create a protective barrier against moisture and extend the life of tools and utensils. If you have kitchen knives that have started to rust, this method works too. Just remember to rinse thoroughly and dry immediately after the vinegar treatment to prevent the metal from absorbing moisture. Before throwing away tools or rusty metal objects, try this trick. It is a simple, economical, and surprisingly effective solution for effortless metal restoration. Remove lime and scale remains from the coffee maker and teapot. With frequent use, coffee and tea makers accumulate mineral residues from the water, especially if it is hard water with a high lime content. These scale deposits can affect the taste of your coffee or tea, reduce the efficiency of the appliance, and in some cases, even clog the internal passages. Many people don't notice lime scale buildup until the coffee maker starts taking longer to filter water or the coffee loses its original flavor. White vinegar is one of the most effective solutions to descale these appliances naturally and without the need for expensive commercial products. Its acidity dissolves accumulated lime deposits and eliminates any residue without damaging the materials. To clean a filter coffee maker, fill the water tank with a mixture of equal parts white vinegar and water. Turn on the coffee maker and allow it to pass halfway through the brew cycle. Then turn it off and let the mixture rest for 20 minutes, allowing the vinegar to act on the internal passages. Then turn it on again to complete the cycle. Once finished, rinse by repeating the process with clean water at least twice to remove any remaining vinegar. In the case of a teapot or kettle, pour a cup of white vinegar and a cup of water inside and bring the mixture to a boil. Let it rest for 15 minutes before rinsing well with clean water. If there is very adherent lime residue, you can rub with a soft sponge before rinsing. To keep your coffee or tea maker free of scale, repeat this process once a month if you use the device frequently. In addition to improving the taste of coffee or tea, this method prolongs the life of the appliance and prevents internal blockages that could damage it. If you notice that your coffee doesn't taste as good as before, or that your teapot has a white coating on the bottom, try this method. Not only will it restore the device's operation, but you will notice the difference in the taste of your drinks. Refresh and disinfect mattresses. The mattress is one of the surfaces that is least cleaned in the home. Even though we spend several hours a day in contact with it, over time, it can accumulate mites, dust, sweat, and even bacteria that affect rest hygiene. Many people believe that just changing the sheets is enough, but if the mattress is not disinfected regularly, it can become a source of allergies and bad odors. White vinegar is an excellent option to clean the mattress effectively and without harsh chemicals. Its disinfectant action eliminates bacteria and neutralizes odors without damaging fabrics. For a deep clean, mix 1 part white vinegar to 2 parts water in a spray bottle and lightly spray the surface of the mattress. Make sure you don't soak it, just wet it enough for the vinegar to work. If there are difficult stains, such as sweat or moisture, rub with a cloth moistened with pure vinegar and let it sit for a while, 30 minutes before drying with a dry cloth. To eliminate persistent odors, sprinkle baking soda on the mattress after applying vinegar and let it rest for at least 1 hour. Then vacuum up the baking soda to remove any residue. It is advisable to do this process once every 2 months to keep the mattress fresh and free of mites. You can also use this method on pillows and cushions that are not washable, ensuring a cleaner and healthier sleeping environment. If you have never cleaned your mattress this way, try this trick and you will notice the difference in the freshness and comfort of your rest. Remove rust and lime from faucets. Over time, bathroom and kitchen faucets can accumulate lime stains and, in some cases, small areas of rust due to constant exposure to water. Not only does this affect the appearance of the metal, making it look dull and unkempt, but it can also make your faucets difficult to operate if excess debris builds up. Many people try to solve this problem with harsh chemicals that can damage the finish of the faucet or leave strong odors in the environment. White vinegar is an effective and completely safe solution to remove both rust and lime scale without affecting the metal surface. Its acidity dissolves embedded minerals and restores the original shine to the faucet without the need for excessive scrubbing. To remove lime scale stains from faucets, soak a cloth or paper towel with pure white vinegar and wrap it around the faucet or affected area. Leave it on for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on lime buildup. Then remove the cloth and scrub with a sponge or old toothbrush to remove loose debris. If lime scale has accumulated inside the faucet and is affecting the water pressure, unscrew the aerator or filter and immerse it in a glass of white vinegar for at least 1 hour. This will remove mineral residue and improve water flow. In the case of small rust stains, apply white vinegar to the rusty area and sprinkle baking soda on. The effervescent reaction will help loosen the rust from the surface. Leave it on for 15 minutes, then gently scrub with a brush and rinse with clean water. To prevent lime scale and rust from reappearing quickly, dry the faucets after each use with a dry cloth and repeat this cleaning once a month. This will keep the faucet shiny and free of debris. If your faucets have lost their shine or you notice that the water pressure has decreased, try this method. You'll be surprised how easy it is to restore its look and function without the need for harsh chemicals. Eliminate odors and bacteria from the dishwasher. The dishwasher is an appliance designed to clean, but over time, it also needs to be cleaned. Food residue, grease, and lime scale buildup can leave bad odors and reduce the efficiency of the appliance. If you have ever noticed that the dishes do not come out completely clean, or that the dishwasher gives off an unpleasant smell when you open it, it probably needs a deep disinfection. White vinegar is one of the best solutions to eliminate grease, bacteria, and detergent residue accumulated in the dishwasher. Its acidity dissolves mineral deposits and neutralizes odors without damaging the internal parts of the appliance. To clean, make sure the dishwasher is empty and pour a cup of white vinegar in the detergent compartment or directly on the bottom of the appliance. Then run a hot water wash cycle without adding dishes or detergent. This will sanitize the interior, remove grease residue, and leave the dishwasher smelling fresh. If there is food residue accumulated on the filters or blades, remove them before cleaning with vinegar. You can disassemble the removable parts and soak them in a mixture of hot water and vinegar for 30 minutes before putting them back. To keep the dishwasher free of odors and residue, it is advisable to do this process once a month. You can also pour half a cup of vinegar in the rinse aid compartment from time to time to prevent limescale buildup and leave dishes shinier. If your dishwasher has started to smell bad, or you notice that the dishes are not as clean as before, try this trick and you will see the difference in its performance and freshness. Now you know 15 ways in which vinegar can transform the cleaning of your home. From removing stains and odors to disinfecting surfaces and restoring metals, this affordable, natural product can replace many of the chemicals we normally use. Best of all, vinegar is not only effective, but also safe for your family, your pets, and the environment. With a few tricks and the right technique, you can keep your home spotless without spending on expensive products or exposing your home to harsh substances. Now tell me in the comments, which of these tricks are you going to try first? Do you already use vinegar in your daily cleaning, or is there a use that has surprised you? I would love to know your experience. And before you go, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to discover more tricks and tips that will make cleaning your home easier and more effective. See you in the next video.